Hi everyone, Amy here. I recently showcased a product called Micro Dots, this Artist-tac, and I was asked when I first demoed it to follow up in a few weeks. So that's what I'm doing here. I've been using it pretty consistently in a lot of different applications, and I wanted to tell you and bring back these original cards. I think it's all of the original cards that I was asked to, but I'm not sure. Either way, these have been sitting for, I don't know, at least 2 or 3 weeks at this point, to give the glue a chance to cure. And then I wanted to also follow up with some other opinions that I have on this. So I'm going to show you these 4 cards I made in the video. The idea of the demo video, and I will link it in the video description box below, was to try out these micro dots with these little thin dies on various different types of paper and different textures and things like that. And if you aren't familiar, don't mind my head here, I'm opening, or I'm grabbing one of these open sheets. This one is nearly used up, but basically you peel back the top and you lay the die cut or your panel or whatever, and then it leaves all these little mini micro dots. The sheet is pretty much done for, I think. I'm on my second sheet and there's still plenty of glue on that one. So to give you some perspective on how long it lasts. But these are the cards. You can see here everything's still adhered. I'm rubbing my finger along it. This one has texture. It's like, you know, embossing. This is still attached inside. So this is held down really well. Same thing here. I'm not seeing it popping up. On this one, this little bit here is popping up a little bit, but this could have been, again, I didn't do a very good job getting the micro dots on it. So yeah, I guess on a little thin die like this, just make sure that you have an adequate amount of dots. You can kind of see it by turning it in the light. And this one on the alcohol ink panel is still on there. Good. So you can see nothing's popping off. I didn't have anything on that one. Nothing on the, oh here, this one has one on the inside. So everything's staying attached so far. Like I said, little super thin dies that have very little surface area. Just make sure you're getting the glue on there. If there is adequate glue, you'll see it has no problem staying down. So this is probably user error. So just bear that in mind. So that feedback is good. I did have other people say that in their experience that they got little dots on the front of their die. And I wonder if that's just kind of from, you know, using the page over and over again. I didn't notice that at first, but I did have it happen a couple times throughout the use of, you know, like a sheet that had been around a little bit. So on regular cardstock, I was able to just take my adhesive eraser and get it right off. It was no issue. But the person was kind of specifically complaining about metallic cardstock. And you can see on these, I didn't get any dots on the front of this residual, or any residual dots on the front of this metallic cardstock. However, like I said, it was a pretty new sheet. So I almost wonder if the more you use a sheet, the more likely it is to put the dots on the front. And they don't come off easily off of metallic cardstock. So bear that in mind. Maybe use a newer sheet and see if that helps you. You can absolutely still come in. I did have a little bit of luck, but it can kind of smear it around. So it's not really ideal if the glue gets on the front of these. But honestly, it's not really a deal breaker for me because any other way that I adhere it is going to be messy too. Whether it's liquid glue, I'm going to get oozage, which you guys know I can't stand oozage. Or if I do like the sticker maker, then I'm going to get the little stringy bits that are flying all willy-nilly, and I'm going to have to come in with this anyway. So, yeah, there is that caveat. It is a possibility, and it might not come off the greatest off of metallic cardstock. But like I said, not a deal breaker for me. I would just try and use a newer sheet of the micro dots, or maybe use a different sort of adhesive if you're using metallic. But I did find it came off no problem at all off of like regular white cardstock. I have also been using it for full-blown panels. You don't have to just use it for little fiddly dies. I find it for the strips and the panels and everything, it works good, provided you have enough dots left on there. So again, it's just kind of user error potentially if you don't get enough of the dots on there. So overall, I'm still very happy with this product. I wanted to follow up and let you guys know, you know, so far so good. It's still staying put. So let me know if you have any questions in the video description box below. I will follow up if anything changes, but at this point, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks in or whatever it is, I'm still happy and I still recommend these for little fiddly dies and beyond. So I hope you find this helpful. If you did, please hit the thumbs up and consider subscribing. I will link some other videos in the end screen if you want to check those out. And please know that when you do follow the links that I have in my video description box, it's no additional charge to you, but it does really help me out a lot because it helps support me and allow me to keep making videos. So thank you again so much for spending time with me, and I'll check you next time. Bye.